The race for Texas House District 71 has been one of the most contentious races Taylor County has seen between incumbent Stan Lambert and challenger Liz Case.
KTAB's Noah McKinney breaking down tonight the forum held between the two candidates and the recap between our political analysts for tonight's top story.
Bob, thank you. It was an enlightening exchange from start to finish. Our political commentators calling the candidates' performances calm, cool, and professional, despite the way they may have jabbed at each other in recent on-air ads. Topics range from school vouchers and rural health care to the border crisis and the impact of fentanyl here locally. Without further ado, let's hear from the candidates. Right out of the gate, we heard from Case and Lambert about the questions that have been following them throughout the race. Case addressed the allegations that she does not reside in the district, having voted in Dallas in 2023. She stated this was an issue of registration, not residence.
If I hadn't qualified, I wouldn't be on the ballot. There could have been a legal challenge, but they knew that there was no standing for that.
Lambert was questioned on his House voting record, many claiming he has voted with Democrats regularly. He says the votes in question had bipartisan support, which he believes to be necessary to the process.
I'm very proud of my voting record. It's important that we have bipartisanship. And I'll continue to be a bipartisan supporter.
Following that, school vouchers have been the hot topic for most all Texas candidates. Lambert seeing the issue as an unsustainable big government program that would result in financial loss for the state. Case holding that it's about parent empowerment.
I think we've got to trust Texas parents that they know what's best for their kids.
We're the party of limited government, but now we're talking about creating a completely new bureaucracy with administrators, with government officials overseeing a voucher program that is going to grow exponentially.
In closing statements, Lambert was first on the floor, bringing conversation back to the question of Case's residence.
Here's what I guarantee. You can call me, and we can discuss that. If you call my opponent, you'll be calling a 214 area code, and she may not be here 24/7 like I will be.
Case returning that jab and doubling down on her promise of availability.
I don't know any other state representative that doesn't have a district office that you can visit him in. And when I'm elected to this district, I will have a district office that you can come visit me in anytime.
To put the race into perspective, local political experts Drs. Paul Fabrizio and Neil Coates were on hand. As an overview, Fabrizio says this race is indicative of the current state of the Republican Party, stating that when you get down to it, the candidates aren't that far apart. But party power players like Abbott and Cruz are supporting those that best support their agendas.
The Republican Party is eating itself. They're willing to find candidates who will agree with those power players.
Coates then looking past Election Day with a view of the issues each candidate might face when in office.
If Lambert wins, will he be able to still be able to bring home the bacon and represent us in a way that people in Austin will say, we're listening to you? If Liz Case wins, will she listen to the district? And whoever does win needs to really mend some fences.
Now there's just a quick look at a few of today's key moments. You can watch that forum in full and hear analysis from our political experts on the KTAB website, bigcountryhomepage.com. In studio with coverage you can count on, Noah McKinney, KTAB News.
Thank you, Noah. Good wrap up. Last day to vote early is tomorrow. Next Tuesday is Election Day, the primaries. For the last 2 weeks, we've been showing you the pretty big turnout of voters in Taylor County.
And tonight, another 1,000 ballots were cast in person on this 10th day of early voting. 975 people voting in the Republican primary and 65 in the Democratic primary. That's compared to 911 total voters on day 10 in the 2020 primaries. That was a similar election year. The 10-day total showing 8,790 early votes cast in Taylor County.